never stop until the grave.
A lame-o? What the fuck's a lame-o? Can I say like the Spaz 12, please?
That's Italian. You go pump or auto?
Of course auto. 45 long slide with laser sight?
It's a brand new, we just got the metal. That's a good gun. Just touch the trigger, the
Hey,
boom comes on,
Comac.
you put the red dot on. Can't miss. Anything else?
Do you have like any DSGs or HPA?
Hey, just what you see, pal.
Uzi 9mm.
You know your weapons, buddy.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Any one of these is ideal for home defense. So, which will it be?
Fuck you, Mr. Gleason.
They close early today. It's a 15-day wait on handguns. It's rifles. You can take right now.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Run! I can do whatever I want! Ah!
Let's do a little takey party. That's how the hop unit looks as standard. But I have changed it out to a maple leaf to see if I can make any difference. So, being gentle don't work. I'll put it back, and if I pull it back and then release it, it will go. If I just go gently, there's no guarantee. Oh. Right, that's just freed up. Oh. It had freed up. Let's do a little takey party. As you can see, no damage whatsoever to the underside of there. There's nothing worth noting there, no damage. Let's look at the bolt. That is from there. As you can see, it's just literally like paint wear. It's not a scratch, it's just wear. If I show you here, there's chunks, see them? And that is where the O-ring is hitting this metal. Damage here, yes, there's a ratchet system. Literally almost no wear. I've now tapped these bits inwards very slightly. There's impact marks from the bolt, the back of the feed lip, but that's about it. Let's take her apart a bit further then. I really hate C-clips. Now we get to play Find the Lost C-clip. People need to get on a better idea for C-clips, or at least, you know, Give us some free C-clips, for fuck's sake. So that's what Mr. O-ring looks like, carved away. Exactly that point. So let's try and ramp that a little bit. Okay, that hopefully now shouldn't fuck up the O-ring. Let me see if I've got one the same size. .09 joules on a 0.25. That's good. Because before, right, that is the most amount of rounds I've ever got out of it in one go. So I'm quite impressed. Let's regas. The last stuff was 144 gas. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, bolt first, make sure it's working. Bolt first, bag in, nice and gentle. 0.25s. .76 joules. So that is currently completely unusable in the UK. So I'm going to go about modifying it now to bring the power down. So what it looks like to me, that little tiny part that I filed out that you can see there, that is causing the O-ring to get carved up to fuck. So I've just smoothed it out for just a few seconds with a pedo. And that just seems to have fixed some of the issues. I'm not going to say all of the issues. It's okay for a start, isn't it? And the dead man's click issue, I have fixed via somebody else's tutorial by bending that up very slightly. You can see it's very slight. It can't touch anything or catch anything, that's just pushing that down a bit harder. There you go, if you look now, that is no longer able to catch the O-ring. So with a new O-ring on there, less venting, because obviously the gas is working properly. You heard how before in my previous video it was going when it fired full auto. It was stuttering. It doesn't do that anymore. Let's see if I can lose another fucking C-clip. And the first thing I did to try and drop the power is apply a plastic bushing to the back of here, just to shim it slightly forward. And there's only so far you can shim it forward due to where the inlet is. So if I assemble that, let's see if I can get some fucking light on this. The liquid wants to go inside here. It will find the easiest route, which is the front, which will blow the BB forward. And then as more and more floods through, it basically closes it like that. Once it's closed, it fills up the expansion chamber, which is what blows it back. Ordinarily, you just shim that forward and forward and forward and forward and forward until there's almost no room for the liquid to go in and expand. However, this is the most forward that I can make it before the power drops to around 0.3 joule. And at that point, it's unusable. So I've got to find another way of doing it. That is the ordinary way of doing it. Yes, MPAS would probably do it, but I'm reckoning this is probably going to be very similar to what you find in a high capper or something. So I'm going to dig out my pistol box bits things. This one is from a VFC MP5K. Dimensions are quite far off. But I'm going to go even further. That little 3 dots on there means it's the high power version made by whoever the fuck made them. Right, none fit properly, which is rubbish. So I'll have to modify that a bit more. And now I've got that little monster in my brain, wondering if an LFS disc will do it. LFS discs being the worst fucking thing ever, because they didn't work in almost anything. Hi, do you want your gun to not load ammo?
Yeah.
Do you like the blowback to be reduced so much?
Yeah.
Buy an LFS disc. They're the best. That's going to be my trial solution. This is the collar off the top of a fucking spur gear. We're going to see if I can get that perfectly melded in there. Okay, right. That is all sealed around the sides. I remember the first time I had to do one of these. I remember how difficult it was, how much time it took, and then after a while it just became second nature. And every single time you get it right, and there's no yes or no about it, it's just practice. Okay. Stupid separating mag. That needs fucking fixing permanently. That's a pain in the arse. Boom. .57 joule. 0.58 joule. 0.62 joule. Now we're empty. Now, that also means, because the power's dropped by what? Over 1 whole joule, the amount of liquid is inside that mag will last longer, so we get more shots per fill. Good, right? This is an intermediate powered gas. This is pretty much the best gas you can get in the UK. This is amazing stuff. But let's go a little more powerful. And let's see what we can max it out with. This is where I get to moan about people going, oh yeah, use black gas. Tell me what black gas is. Yeah, use red gas. Tell me what red gas is, because this is intermediate. Tell me what it fucking is. Here we go. 1.22. So, regular old green gas is going to be perfect. Today is my lucky day. And now back to this gas. Fucking mag. Oh, it's awful. Really crap mag. So, ready? And it's just started locking again. Fucking thing. So now let's see how it sounds now that I've got something that reduces the amount of liquid going through the front of the system. How's that? Better? Semi? And that's how you make it more efficient. I'm going to agree that bending that up helps with the dead man's click. I'm also going to have to go, yeah, do you know what? If you smooth out the inside of that bolt there, It really helps out a lot of the problems. And then by dropping the power of the gun, get more shots out of it. You don't need big high power for a little tiny gun like this. That's fucking ridiculous. The fact it still fires sideways is a testament. I don't necessarily think this is a shit gun. I think there's a few little flaws I need to iron out, and I'm going to forward this video over to the guys at Northeast, and maybe it's useful to them. Who knows? Ciao. The first time I had to do one like this, just trying to figure out how it worked, was a nightmare. Like, you just can't get your mind around how the fuck you'd ever just get the spring in there the right way. And then, just, I don't know, over time, it just becomes absolute second nature. I remember the amount of times I had to try and do this, and you don't know if you... And it was just a fucking disaster. It was really quite difficult. And then, over time, you just seem to get it right. It just becomes second nature.